Congratulations, viewers! You've just won an all-expenses-paid ticket to Scenic Sea Island, a tropical resort with blue seas, sunny skies, your kidnapped uncle, and the most nutritious bananas this side of the Pacific. Pack your bags, because today on Ninchronicles, we're taking a trip to StarTropics. StarTropics was released for the NES in the United States and Europe in 1990, skipping a Japan release altogether. The game stars a young high school sophomore named Mike Jones, an ace pitcher from Seattle. Mike is asked by his uncle Steve to visit him on his archaeology trip to Sea Island, but Mike soon finds out that his uncle is in trouble and it quickly turns into a rescue mission. Now, you're probably thinking that StarTropics looks a lot like the Legend of You-Know-Who. And you're close. There's an overworld, there's dungeons, there's items, so it's got a lot of similarities, but there's also quite a bit that's different. For one, the game is split into separate chapters, so it's not exactly open. Also, the number of dungeons varies between chapters, and one even lacks a traditional dungeon. Plus, Mike's weapon of choice isn't a sword, but a yo-yo. That's right, a yo-yo. Unfortunately, you won't be dazzling your enemies with long sleepers, but chucking your yo-yo at them. Talk about a hyper-level trick! Along the way, the yo-yo can be upgraded into new forms, like a mace ball, but it's tied to your health. Yes, much like Link's sword beams, your yo-yo can only become more powerful the healthier you are. Other weapons that Mike can find in dungeons include your typical high school student affair: baseballs, baseball bats, slingshots, deadly shuriken, and mirrors. These all have limited uses before they break. And with Mike being an ace pitcher and all, he can fling these items halfway across the screen with little effort. Besides these items, there's also other items in your adventure, like this snowman that freezes your enemies, or this wand that reveals ghosts. You know, I never believed in ghosts until I paused the game, flipped to the magic item screen, and selected the Rod of Sight, thus revealing their locations. The dungeons really love tiles, so you better get used to tile hopping. There's hidden switches that are so hidden, you need to step on a hidden switch just to open a different hidden switch that opens a door. Make sure to watch your step. Mike never learned how to swim, so any slip into the water below here will kill him. Some dungeons also have a pair of shoes that change your shirt color. This isn't just a cosmetic change because it gives Mike the ability to hop across 2 tiles instead of 1. Dungeons are also not your friend. Some of them like to goad you into going into certain pathways, only for it to lead you into an instant kill room. Ah, dang it! StarTropics also has a curious item, which is a little signpost with Mike's face on it. This item rolls a number, and depending on the results, you might gain or lose several lives. Give it a go if you're feeling lucky. In between dungeons, you'll be exploring the overworld. The overworld is pretty linear, so you'll rarely ever get lost going from place to place. Sometimes you'll find a heart piece lying around, but they're usually easy to spot, so don't fret too much about missing them. You might also notice that Mike's sprite is different on the overworld. Ah yeah, take a look at this. Overworld Mike is this short chubby guy, and Dungeon Mike is this tall thin dude. Could one of these Mikes be an imposter? Which Mike is the real Mike? Look, even when you pause in the dungeons it becomes Overworld Mike. How deep does this rabbit hole go? I'm on to you, Mike Jones, whichever one you are. Early in the game, you'll get access to a submarine operated by a familiar friend. Oh, hello there. This submarine needs several codes to operate. Most of them are based on relevant US dates like 1776 and 1492. I guess your uncle's patriotic, and also did not realize that Christopher Columbus is a garbage man. Later, you'll need the code that comes in the letter your uncle gave you. You remembered to bring it along, right? What? Check your inventory. It's not there? Where the heck is it? Oh, that's right, it came packaged with the game. Probably the thing StarTropics is most famous for is coming with an actual letter from your in-game uncle. And better yet, if you dip this letter in water, presto, the code you need appears. Something pretty unique about StarTropics is that you have a chapter select available in what's called Review Mode. It's not a New Game Plus though, so don't go in expecting to flaunt your mace ball power up to the villagers of Coral Cola. StarTropics is available for download on the Virtual Console on both the Wii and the Wii U. But how did they handle this letter? On the Wii, if you take a look in the digital manual, you'll get this small animation that reveals the code. And on the Wii U, you get this nice photocopy of the entire letter. The Virtual Console version also has another change, where Mike's yo-yo is referred to as an island star, and it's kind of a goofy story. It turns out that the term yo-yo is trademarked by a single toy company in Canada. It's so exclusive to that company that other toy makers sell yo-yos under the name Return Tops. I guess Island Return Top doesn't exactly have the same ring to it. Oh well, at least the manual is having fun with it. StarTropics did manage to get itself a sequel, and we'll take a look at that in a later episode of Ninchronicles. Overall, StarTropics is a pretty fun game. If you're itching to go on an island adventure, then get out the bug spray because StarTropics will take you on a tour that you won't forget. Just be careful where you stick those bananas. There's also an apple in the game, and I don't know why. Look, I eat it, it doesn't refund my health, it doesn't give me points, it doesn't do anything, it just says it's delicious. Big whoop!